A United Nations advisory panel is out with a new report Thursday on setting global standards for artificial intelligence. The report takes input from 37 experts who write, "We remain optimistic about the future with AI and its positive potential. That optimism depends, however, on realism about the risks and the inadequacy of structures and incentives currently in place." The group makes 7 recommendations, including creating an independent scientific panel on AI, regular dialogue between governments on the technology, and establishing a global fund to bridge the AI divide. Ian Bremmer joins us now. He's the president and founder of the Eurasia Group and G0 Media. He's also served on the advisory body in charge of this report. Ian, good to see you, and thanks for being here.
Sure.
What is your biggest concern if the development of AI is left to the free market?
Well, my biggest concern in terms of this UN report is that all of the international agreements on AI so far have included all of the advanced industrial democracies, but excluded most of the world. And so this is the first international governance that brings together the entire world. And since this technology, it needs to be available for 8 billion people. It needs to be applied to every sector of the global economy. It's transformative, and we're very optimistic about what it can accomplish, but you need to make it available, and it needs to be inclusive. And so that's what we're trying to do.
I don't have to tell you, but given the state of the world with conflicts in the Middle East, Ukraine, ongoing tensions in the South China Sea, what should the standard be for the use of AI on the battlefield?
First of all, it was back in 1962 when we had the Cuban Missile Crisis between the Americans and the Soviets. There were no arms control dialogues or agreements between the Americans and the Soviets until then. In other words, we waited until we came close to blowing each other and the world up before we started talking about it. The standard should be that we don't want to wait until the next AI military crisis, especially between the Americans and the Chinese. And as I'm sure you see, what's happening right now is everyone's concerned about competition. They're very excited about the transformation. And so they're just plowing ahead because they don't want anyone to catch up. Well, you were going to have the next American president is going to have to prioritize U.S.-China AI arms control. We're going to have to engage with them so we understand that there are certain areas that we don't want to end up blowing each other up. That hasn't started yet.
Well, the report looks to also address the AI divide. You touched on that briefly by saying it has to be inclusive. What does that mean, and why is that a concern?
Well, first of all, it means that we need to know what it is we're talking about. There were decades when scientists were aware of climate change, but a lot of companies and governments that wanted to continue to produce fossil fuels did everything they could to obscure that reality. It took us decades before we finally were able to get everyone admitting, yes, we're actually, rising sea levels and the rest. On AI, you need the world to come together to understand what the standards for AI are. That has to be done globally. The data repositories that are being developed. You need the world to understand both the state of play of the opportunities and the risks, which are changing not year to year, they're changing day to day. So you need the people together in the room from the private sector, from the governments, and from the scientific community. They have to be able to engage and communicate. You have to stand up that architecture so that we can start to address using these tools effectively and also mitigating the risks. In other words, we're not talking about standing up a government that will govern AI. We're talking about first creating the ability for people around the world to understand what it is the challenges and the opportunities are.
Do you see a willingness among world leaders and stakeholders to get into that room together and discuss this?
That's been the most rewarding thing about this process. 37 members, as you say, from Russia, China, the United States, Europe, the global South. Extraordinary willingness to engage came together with this report in a year's time, which is light speed for the United Nations, frankly. And I, along with some of the other members, presented to the General Assembly with all of those governments participating in the room. They gave us applause. There was an ovation at the end of it. And the negotiations that have had behind the scenes with the governments themselves look to me very much like, we'll wait until the jury's out, until it's out. But it looks like they're going to actually accept the majority of these recommendations and stand up this architecture. Turns out that, it's not every issue that we have to be fighting each other over. And there's a lot of room to work together on AI.
Ian Bremmer, thank you.
Sure.